Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Sea of Infinity. In this video, I just wanted to briefly talk about like following the yellow brick road, like following the middle way, kind of like, like alchemizing and balancing, the energies of like light and dark. Now I will say, like, I'm not sure if what I'm saying is like accurate or anything. This is just my own perception and observations. So please only, take what resonates and don't take what I say as gospel per se. But anyway, so I feel like so often with this sort of spiritual awakening journey and such like that, I feel like I like to envision it as we're all kind of, walking on our own little, like, we're walking on the yellow brick road together, and we're all kind of, helping guide and lead each other along the way. We're all leaving little nuggets of wisdom and sharing our experiences and stuff to kind of help guide and pull each other along together on this journey of, venturing along the yellow brick road, to the magical kingdom of Oz, where magic comes alive. And so, I like to envision as well that, the yellow brick road is like the middle way, right? The path, the middle way, and that on one side of the path is like light and on the other side of the path is dark. And then we're like in the middle way, like following the path to the, the true center is, I don't know, it's the way I like to think about it. And so, I feel like it's important to be able to like, alchemize and balance the light and dark together, because that's how you create a balanced whole, right? Like the yin and yang. We have light and dark energies within us, and we live in a world of duality where there's light and dark energies. And, I guess the whole idea of, as above, so below, and all that sort of stuff, it's all seems, intricately linked and such. And I feel, the part of the process is to, not have the light and dark as they so often are, as, opposing energies that are like clashing together, like a big, battle and explosion. And instead kind of trying to alchemize and balance them in a way that they can cohesively kind of swing, or, that they can just kind of, swarm and flow together in a balanced way, like the yin yang symbol, just like together, balanced, and working together to create a complete and whole balanced reality, because you need the light and dark to create this sort of reality we're living in. But I feel like at the moment, so often the light and dark is clashing so much that we have all these, chaotic circumstances and such arising in our reality. Whereas if we have them a bit more balanced and working together, those energies, then we'll have a bit more like harmony and such in our reality, I feel is the idea. So not exactly being afraid of the dark, but utilizing, harnessing, and empowering the dark along with the light to be together to become one whole power. I guess kind of like the idea of how I've said before, not taking the red pill or the blue pill, but taking both and like it becoming a purple pill, like the ultimate power. Don't just be delving in the light or delving in the dark, like mix them together to get this perfect balance of gray, being the gray warrior, not a warrior of the light or a warrior of the dark, but a warrior of the gray that's like balanced and together, walking the middle way, finding that true path back to your centered state. And a little like analogy I like to think of as well is, it's almost like a way of being able to then harness those, darker energies and stuff, harness those fears, harness those anxieties, so then that you become the ultimate power of both for yourself and in yourself. I like to think of it with like a little idea of, like Harry Potter and Voldemort, almost, Harry was like the wizard of the light and Voldemort was of the dark, and they like battle with their wands, and there's like, the blue light and the red light, or wherever it is, the light, the power of the light and the power of the dark, like clashing and And obviously Harry, you know, always wins because the light always does prevail, which is always reassuring to know as well. You know, if we haven't got these energies balanced and alchemized, like, no stress, because the light always prevails as well. So that's all good. But I just feel like, you know, just leaving it as that isn't so great, because, like, do we always really want to be, you know, having the battle with Voldemort, or, you know, having a battle with the dark, that, you know, we're always living in this state of fear and anxiety of the next battle with the dark, or when are they going to come and get us? Or, I'm not saying that there's actual dark forces doing that. I just mean within our own, just using it as a metaphor for, like, within our own energetic state, you know, if we're always kind of like battling these darker energies, they're just going to be battling back against us. Whereas if we harness both energies and become the power of the light and the dark, well, then there's nothing that can come and, you know, that is coming to attack us, because it is us. We are both the light and the dark. You know, so going back to the idea of, like, with Harry and Voldemort, you know, I like the whole idea then, you know, like, if Voldemort was going to come and attack you and you're balanced with the light and the dark, then not only do you have, like, you know, the wand of the light to battle him with, but then you also have a wand of the dark that you can pull out, and you can just use both wands at once and just caboose, you know, like, how can you, you know, come up against, you know, the wands of the light and dark, you know, like, that's just the ultimate power, I feel, and, like, the ultimate balance, the ultimate defense, the ultimate, I would say, offense, but I don't really want to be going out attacking people, but you know what I mean. And I feel like that's kind of how we ultimately come to a point of having complete harmony and have things like world peace and stuff like that, is kind of when we alchemize and balance these energies within ourselves, within, you know, our inner reality, within our outer reality, individually and collectively. You know, we all harness these powers of light and dark, that then it's all just like a balanced state for everyone, everything. And there's just a bit more harmony and balance to things, as opposed to such a constant chaos. That's just my idea anyway. You know, so, like, I guess back to the whole idea of, you know, the middle way and following the yellow brick road and such. I feel that's, you know, such a way too, is like we're kind of being buffered by these negative and positive experiences, you know, learning and growing, going through all these experiences that knock us off the path, get us back on the path. But I feel like it's all eventually a journey of, you know, getting better and better at being able to walk this path, walk the middle way, follow the yellow brick road, to finally come to our own, you know, like Kingdom of Oz, to be able to, you know, harness these powers for ourselves and our greater reality in, like, a balanced, true state that isn't, you know, going to bring harm for yourself or others. But yeah, just thought I'd share that sentiment. As I said, I'm not sure on the factuality or, you know, anything of it, but that's just the way I like to kind of think about and interpret these things. Wishing you all the best on your journey on the yellow brick road, and, you know, following the middle way. You know, don't become too, you know, overwhelmed or kerfuffled by things. Like, no journey's perfect. You know, we're all learning, we're all growing. So yeah, just keep going. Sending you so much encouragement and peace, love, light, and blessings as always.